from the White House to Southern California, man. It's a pleasure to see you keeping this music alive.
Hey man, I mean, what else would we do? I tell people all the time, this beats working a day job. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I mean, to have fun and see people enjoy it, got to be a pure pleasure.
Yeah, well, let me put my shades up so I can see what I'm doing.
So you can feel more cool while you're doing it.
Now, to have the president of the United States grooving to your music, what does that feel like?
You know what? We have this new song called "Grown Folks." I don't know if you heard it before.
Of course.
What happened is First Lady Michelle Obama, who went to meet the president, she said, I love you guys' new song, and she said, in fact, I downloaded it to my husband's to his phone. Cause he's still old school. He got a BlackBerry.
Wow.
The president got a BlackBerry with his own frequency. Nobody's on that frequency with him.
I'm sure. Well, that's great. I mean, to see, now we're just talking about Justin Timberlake. He's keeping the music. He's going back. Mm-hmm. You're seeing now Rodgers jumping on the big new dance song with Daft Punk, and it's coming back. And even Robin Thicke, whether you borrow a little Marvin Gaye or what, they're bringing that funk back,
Right.
I mean, it's exciting to see some real playing, some real singing for a while, Because
Oh,
everything got so computerized, nothing can replace that soul.
Nothing can replace the soul, man. I mean, because the soul comes from within. Machine can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can program this and that. You can try and replicate it, but you can't replace it.
That's right.
That's beautiful. Well, what keeps you motivated besides wanting to do this, forever? When you see the new kids coming up today, what message do you have to them as far as reaching out and actually playing that instrument or keeping this live thing alive?
Well, my son is in the business, so I talked to him and all his buddies about it, and I said, man, I love all the work that you guys doing, but y'all need to learn how to play an instrument. And so actually, believe it or not, he went and took up a little piano. So he actually can pick out a few little notes on the piano, to work up his songs. But he grew up around, growing up in the fact that in the living room, sitting around the piano, Eddie Levert might be there, or Dennis Ellis of the Temptations, or Larry Blackmon, a cameo. They'd be sitting around the piano, we'd be sitting around the piano playing old songs. And, while him and Gerald Levert out in the backyard playing, as kids.
Sure.
So, and even Robert Kelly, all of them used to be hanging out at the house. So now, they stars. I mean, unfortunately Gerald is going on, but Robert Kelly is a big star. Jazzy's a big time producer. So it's a great thing, man. I mean, but I always tell musicians that look, they need to get good. They need to surround themselves with good people. Not leeches, but people that's going to help them with their career. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, it's exciting to see your next generation out there doing well, and I'm sure he's going to have a generation from there. How does it feel to somewhat be an ambassador for that legendary Memphis history?
It feels good. It feels, it feels good. I mean, we accept the fact that we have to carry the banner. To keep the banner carrying. I mean, it's just only a few of us left, so we got to keep it going.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, they talk about Atlanta, they talk about all these other cities. Everybody forgets how rich the Memphis music heritage really is. I mean, before there was a Atlanta, there was a Memphis, so it's a very rich heritage, so we have to preserve that.
I mean, to see rock and roll where it started and grew up, and to see the intertwining of rhythm and blues and rock and all that music, it must be exciting to see that evolution continuing.
It's good, man. It's great.